Why, hello there, travelers. Today is another cold, windy day in Arizona. It's now mid-April, and as you saw at the title, we are involved in a PackRat war. These cute little things, which drive me nuts, are the most destructive critter in the desert. And they procreate at a rate that's insanity. A single rat can have as many as 300 babies in a year. They have 3 to 4 in a litter. And out of that, a minimum of 50% are going to be female. So you take that 300 and 50% of that is 150, and they make 300. So that's 150 times 300 times who knows. Anyway, they increase super fast. If you park anywhere near a PackRat nest, you're almost guaranteed to get one in your vehicle. Last year, one of our friends had several $1,000s worth of damage done to his vehicle. And some people, the insurance is just not going to cover it. Sometimes the vehicles never run again. And what can you do to stop them? Well, I did a little homework. And I did a little research, and I'm going to give a shout out to a company that I've never dealt with. I've just looked them up online. And the company is called Mr. PackRat, LLC, and he's in Tucson, Arizona. And he's been dealing with these guys for quite a few years. So he had a lot of valuable information on what to do, because one of the things I found out, and I don't have moving film or video. However, I do have photographs. And the first one I'm going to show you is of a nest inside my battery box inside my vehicle. My battery box sits underneath my entry to my van. I have 4 golf cart batteries in my battery box, and the only access to that is to lift the floor inside the van and access those batteries. Something told me to look in there that I may have a mouse or a rat lurking around. I didn't hear any noise or anything like that, but my dog Jake is a very good ratter. He will find a rat. He may not find the exact rat, but he will point it. Like, he'll get in front of the vehicle and he'll put his nose up there and he won't leave it alone, and you know he's hunting. And all I got to do is say find it, and he's on it. He has found mice in friends' engines, and he's found them in their wheel wells and in other various places in their vehicles. Now, the problem with our particular rat, Jake pointed out we had one. I thought maybe it was a mouse because I didn't see any droppings in the engine, and he was pointing at the engine. Then Quark got up in there and started going crazy, trying to climb up in the frame of the vehicle. Now this rat that I had was using my vehicle frame as a rat highway to just hide out during the day, and then at night he would start to come out, and that's when the dogs would smell him to come out. Actually, it ended up being a her, and I think she was very pregnant. Anyway, something told me, check your battery box.
This is a full-fledged rat nest in my battery box. Notice the little thing at the back? It looks like a bird nest. It's not. It's a rat nest.
That big thing in the back that looks like a bird nest is the nest of the PackRat. They bring in everything. I had rocks in there and shrubs and pieces of juniper bushes and all kinds of things in there. So, okay, I can't open the box because if I do, this rat's going to escape into my van and I will never find it. So I peeked very slowly to look in there and I just freaked because I saw the mess and I'm like, great, there's a rat in here. Well, I panicked. Of course I panic. I don't like rats, so I panicked. I called my friend Bob. I says, Bob, come over. I got a PackRat in the truck. Come over. We got to figure out how to get it out of here. And I can't lift up the floor. Because if I lift up the floor, he's getting in the van. So Bob comes over, laughing, of course, because I panicked. And he comes over, and we lift the box slowly, and there's no rat in there. Thank God, no rat. So, okay, what do? First thing we do is clean out the nest. We took out everything. I got a Walmart bag full of all the stuff he left in there. It was caked on urine and rat feces and tree pieces, rocks, sticks, all kinds of things. Thank God he didn't eat one wire. I was very, very happy. So, okay, we cleaned it all up. I didn't get all the rat mess out, but we cleaned it up as best as I could. And then I put some lights in there, okay? Blinking lights. That's supposed to keep them away, right? Okay, not a problem. So the next day I look in my battery box, and I've got blinking lights and no sign of a rat. But Jake's telling me there's a rat still in my van somewhere. So, okay, great. So, all right, I've got no rat. I'm good. I go into the house, and I don't have any traps. I don't have any things set up yet to catch them or kill them, whatever. And I have no way of catching this rat because he's up in the frame of the van. So, okay, the next night, or the next day in the morning, I opened the floor very carefully to see if he'd come back or have done anything. Because, as I said previously, I went onto Mr. PackRat's website and started doing some homework. And one of the things he said in there is if you don't completely clean it thoroughly and use pine sol to disintegrate the urine smell and get the urine out, they will come back because they mark their territory and they're very territorial. So sure as heck, I open the thing in the morning and there's two eyes looking square at me right there underneath my floor. Drop the floor so he wouldn't come in. Stomp on the floor so I could scare him away. He doesn't go anywhere. So I take a squirt bottle and I'm spraying under there to get him wet, to get him out from my battery box. So I open the battery box super slowly and he's gone. He's not in the battery box. I'm like, thank God he's gone. He's still in the van. I don't know where in the van, but he's still in the van. So, okay, we clean out the battery box again because there's more stuff in there. Again, he's building another nest, or she's building another nest. So this time I was able to go to the store and get some pine sol and clean out the battery box again, buy some sticky traps, put them in the battery box, and put them underneath in the bottom portion of my step. And then we had to seal up a big hole that was on the side of the battery box with a piece of sheet metal. So we did that, sealed it all up, cleaned it all up, and then I was able to set a bucket trap and then another rat trap out by my water area. One rule I have is never set bait in your rig because you will attract them. They will come out of the woodwork to get the bait. So you've got to set your trap away from your vehicle so that they will go to the trap and you can get them. Now, I personally don't like killing animals, wildlife, anything. I don't like doing it. However, like I said, a PackRat will produce 300 babies in a year. And they are territorial and they keep coming back and rebuilding their nests and can do a lot of damage. The battery box is the heartbeat of my motorhome. Without the battery box, I don't have a refrigerator, I don't have lights, I don't have any way of doing anything. I've got to have those batteries, and if they're taking up residence in my battery box, not a good thing. They can have their nest outside, but not in my van. So I set up the bucket, I set up the trap, and I was able to catch the girl in the morning. I found her in the trap, and I also found 5 mice in my bucket trap in the morning. And so my PackRat that was in the van is no longer in the van, and I have cleaned everything with Pine Sol, and like I said, I have the sticky traps. Now I haven't checked it today as of the recording of this video, so tomorrow morning I will check things to make sure that there's no new rat moved in, because according to Mr. PackRat, you have got to trap the rat at the nest, because there's usually just one that lives in there, so all these babies have to go get new nests, and this one was making a new nest to have new babies. And you have to catch PackRat and destroy their nest immediately, completely destroy it, and that way they don't come back. My goal here on the property is to clear out the PackRat nests that are within 30 feet of my van. The rest of them, they can live in harmony and peace. But if I see a nest being built within 30 feet radius of my van, I'm going to have to destroy that PackRat nest so that they will go somewhere else. If they want to live on the property, away from the van, away from the buildings, that's perfectly fine. But they can't come in the van. They're too destructive. So anyway, this video is about the PackRat wars, and I cannot have the rats in my house. I just can't. They carry diseases. They carry I think it's called the hantavirus. They attract what's called kissing bugs that burrow under the skin and bite and things like that, and spiders and a few other things that they attract. They are a nuisance in the desert. They are also food for predators in the desert. Now, we don't use poison because poison will not only kill them, but they will kill the predators that we need out here. Since I've been out here, there hasn't been any snakes, which are a natural predator. I haven't seen any. We may have some. I haven't seen any owls. Those are also a natural predator. There's some larger animals that I don't want to see, like cats, bobcats, and that sort of thing. They're here. I just don't want to see them, but and I don't want them to eat my dogs. But I don't mind living in the desert with the critters that are out here, just not in my van. So anyway, this is a little different video than what I normally put out, and I hope it's informative. And if you have a PackRat problem or have had, go on over to Mr. PackRat's website. He's got a lot of information on what to do to keep PackRats out of your living space. They're not a pet, and they're not good company. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. Please be kind in the comments. I know this is a controversial topic when you do have to, destroy a life. I tried getting rid of the nest, hoping she would go away. She didn't. She came back. I tried cleaning the nest again, and she still was in the van, so I resorted to a trap. We do what we got to do out here to survive and to live, and I try to live as close to nature as I can. That's why I'm here. I'm here in the nature, and I'm fine with nature. I'm fine with the PackRats being on the property, just not in my van. Anyway, have a great evening. Follow your heart, embrace your dreams, and cherish your life, and get out there and live today and do something fun. Hopefully it warms up. Oh, by the way, some of you have been watching the news about the fires that are in Flagstaff, and they are on the east side of Flagstaff as far as I know. We're way west, and the wind's been blowing towards the east, coming from the west, blowing towards the east. So at this point, there's no possibility of the fire coming this way. We're pretty close. We're within I would say 40 miles of where the fire is, and fires move fast, especially in these high winds that are 60, 70 mile an hour. And they do move awful fast, but I think we're safe here. I don't have to go to Flagstaff for quite a while, so hopefully the fires are put out before I have to go. My prayers are with those that are in Flagstaff. Some of our nomad friends were told to evacuate, so they've left the forest area. But our prayers are with those that have had to evacuate their homes, and some people have lost their homes. And you know, fires are just not a great thing. And those of you that are nomads and you're camping, please be respectful and put your fires out. And right now I think there's a total fire ban because of the high winds and the dryness out here. Please pay attention. Find out if there's a fire ban before you start a fire. Don't just assume. But you know, people's lives and homes and animals are at stake when you mess up and you don't put your fire completely out, and if you don't follow the rules and there's an accident, you know, it's a costly accident. Anyway, have a great evening. Again, get out there and do something fun. Follow your heart, embrace your dreams, and cherish your life. And thanks for coming with us today. All right, we'll see you next time. I'll leave you with my buddies trying to climb up on me. What do you want? Are you trying to climb up? You are. You trying to climb up? Well, climb up then. Jump up. Come on, jump. Jump, you can do it. Yeah, good boy. Jakey boy, how are you? How are you? Tell everybody you're doing pretty good. Go in focus here. There we are. I'm doing pretty good. I'm showing my age real well, but I'm still hanging in there. All right, we'll catch you all later. Bye-bye. Quark, you gonna say bye? Are you gonna say bye? All right already.